What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Rudy. Come back to another video here, man. Yo, we got the full breakdown here. That's what we're gonna be doing. Like I said last time, I want to go over and dissect everything that they're talking about in this full report. So let's go over the offensive gameplay here, man. So here on the offensive gameplay, it says the defense was a point of emphasis in last year's game. Was it? Was defense a point of emphasis? To be honest, I'm not too sure about that statement. But NBA 2K23 sold Jam Pack with new features and upgrades on the offensive end of the floor. That is perfect starting point. When they say this, I hope it doesn't mean it's overpowered. I always felt like offense has been more the overpowered side than 2K usually. NBA 2K23 was a banner year for perimeter players. Small guards had a slew of advantages over their taller counterparts. Yeah, with badges like Giant Slayer, and there was one for like smaller guards to shoot over bigger men too. Yeah, it was kind of easy to shoot threes this year, man, especially with like a lot of the gameplay that 2K has always had. 2K always has been like one of those set a screen at the top for the guard and just go back and cross forth of it, and it's kind of hard to get across that when we're playing defense. Thinking about how we could bring more authenticity to our game, we looked at virtual games we're playing out compared to the real life NBA, and it was clear that we needed to give more love to slashers who love to finish at the rim. This meant expanding the tools for attacking the basket. There was a point where dunking was easy. I was in 2K21, right before 2K22. Everybody was dunking. I don't know. I feel like dunking is in a good spot, man. I don't know if it's really, if they need to show more love. Maybe they want to just have more people not shoot threes, but I don't think that's going to solve the problem, in my opinion. It just sounds like they're just making the offense better. But we'll see how it plays out when 23 comes out. They also upgraded the Pro Stick. Most obvious upgrade is the addition of a new gesture combos to the Pro Stick. Internally, we refer to the new mechanics as double throws. Flicking the Pro Stick in a direction, letting it go back to the center, and then quickly moving the Pro Stick back in the same direction, and switch backs. Flicking the Pro Stick in a direction, letting it center, and then quickly moving the Pro Stick in the opposite direction. These new gestures introduce a lot of new weapons on both shooting and ball handling. Yeah, actually, I don't really have a problem with it. For shooting, I be going back to the shot stick again. They always switch like shot stick and hitting square every year, man. They have like aiming and stuff. I don't know. I'll see how this goes. But for ball handling, I just hope it's not OP. Flex on the rim. For dunking, the meter skill dunks from NBA 2K22, the ability to force difficult dunks in traffic with a timed shot meter return. But the new commands allow us to expand dunking controls to let you dunk exactly how you want without accidentally firing off a skill dunk you weren't expecting. When driving to the basket with the sprint trigger held, the new Pro Stick control map dunks as follows. These have always been in like the game, like up, if you did up on the right stick, you would get a two-hand dunk. Right was your right hand, left was your left hand, and down was like more the flashy type dunks or like the cock backs and stuff like that. But I don't know, this might be bad for lefties. For people who make lefties, they're saying if you do a left, it's always going to be your weak hand. I don't know, man. I don't know. That doesn't sound, I think just left should be left hand and right should be right hand. Strong hand, weak hand stuff, I don't know about that. But now these are new right here. This up flashy two hand, this down up flashy one hand, up down normal skill dunk with meter, and then down rim hangs with skill meter. I don't know how that's going to be for like dunkers this year. To be honest, I don't see myself doing it like that. I mean, I'm not much of a dunker. I mean, I do want to dunk this year because I couldn't dunk in 22. I don't know if I'm going to be using like these flashies. I'm really just going for the points, bro. Maybe with some practice it might get better for some people, but I don't know. I don't know about me. You'll notice with this new map, you'll have control over rim hangs. Okay, so I think this is for like sometimes when you do like a dunk animation, your dude just be hanging on a rim and you're trying to like, bro, get off the rim so you can get back on defense. Maybe this can kind of control that. Maybe you can see how long you want to hang on a rim. I'm guessing what that is. I guess that's cool, so you don't get caught in that animation where you just want to get off the rim and get back on defense. For new gen, we've taken that control to an all new level with physics-based simulated rim hangs. It's an incredibly entertaining and wonderfully complex piece of tech that's been in development for a couple of years now. Allows you to control when and how you hang on a rim after dunk. Yeah, so what I was saying before, I think you can control how you hang on a rim. Yeah, okay, so this paragraph basically sums up saying you can hang however long you want. You can swing your body on it too. You'll hang indefinitely as long as you keep the trigger held. Oh, okay, so like I said, you control it. So this is the rim hang they were talking about. It's just a regular dunk. This is what I don't like. This last sentence, it's one of the most fun things to do in the city, available on new gen only. To be honest, I'm fine with it being on new gen. I mean, it feels like they could have been on current gen too, but to be honest, current gen is holding the game back. I'm saying the current gen people, y'all got to 2K24 to get off current gen, bro, because after that, y'all really holding the game back, and we gotta progress as a game. Because the last 2K on PS3 was 2K18, and then the first 2K on PS4 was 2K14. So that's a 4-year gap right there. It's 4 years of game. So by 2K25, y'all, I'm sorry, man, y'all SOL. They really shouldn't have it for 2K23 in my opinion, but yeah, I mean 2K24 should be the last one. I don't think they should have it in 2K24, but hey, man. But as I was saying before, this tech thing, if you hang too long in NBA games, so I saw this before and I wasn't too sure if it was going to be in like rec, pro-am. I'm not too sure. I don't know about my team players, man. It sounds like it could be in my team. I don't know about rec and pro-am. It might be just because it's like there's referees and stuff in that game. I know you won't get it in the city. I see it just as NBA games, but that shit is stupid, bro. That shit is, I don't care. That shit is stupid. It says for slashers, we want to finish with a little more finesse. Double throw gestures are used for hop step layups, while switchback gestures are used for Euro step and cradle layups, which feels very natural. I'm actually, that sounds interesting, bro, because like it's not even just for slashers or people who go into the cut, man. I like Euroing and I like hop stepping, man. Like if you're trying to get to the cut, man, it's better than just holding R2 and just going to the rim, man. So I'm a fan of this finesse stuff. That sounds cool. I might actually have to learn this because before you should be just double tapping square at a certain pace. If you double tap square fast, it was like a spin. And then if you did it slow, you can get like a Euro or a hop step. There's a way you did it, man. For the bigger, stronger players, you'll also experience a lot of new contact layup content with that probably shows what should happen when players like Giannis Antetokounmpo plow through everyone in their path. Okay. In addition, they've added several new layup packages, okay, for new gen and current gen, so they just got a lot of people, so that's cool. For post players, double throws can be used for post drop steps and hop shots. Switchback gestures will give you shimmy shots and hooks. There are a bunch of new signature post shots and hooks to choose from this year as well. All right, so they got a lot of stuff with this dribbling. Dribbling in NBA 2K has taken on a life of its own, has become sort of a game within the game. Ball handlers are going to enjoy comboing up in NBA 2K as the new gesture combos give you even more options for your arsenal. Switchback gestures will now perform dedicated signature double cross and hezzy cross combo moves that you can assign as part of your moving crossover signature package, which has gone from 15 to 20 options. Learning the speed of your stick throws and timing of your signature animation is especially important now. As long as this doesn't make it overpowered and we see more variety in dribblers and not the same thing, I have no problem with it. I just don't want it overpowered and I just want to see more variety from players because everybody does the same thing in 2K. It's kind of ridiculous at this point. You can change your players' normal signature size ups by rocking a pro stick back and forth rhythmically. I'm pretty sure that's how you say that word. Rapid double throws will give you more aforementioned new combos. And flicking the pro stick back and forth repeatedly will give you a whole different set of animations called signature combos that look incredible. Another major dribbling change is the introduction of attacking sizes. So one of the things we wanted to improve with dribbling in NBA 2K. This is just really talking about the attacking size up they were talking about before. It's better that we see it than actually reading about it. While it's fun to clown your opponents with a flurry of flashy dribbles, we don't want to encourage players to dribble the entire shot clock out while their teammates fall asleep. Energy will deplete much quicker when spamming too many moves together, so it's important you be efficient and not play with your food for too long. There's a long list of size ups to learn on paper, but they will be all very simple and feel natural in practice. Oh, so I said this last video, they want to get rid of this whole play style in 2K because people do it all the time. Like with your stamina, you could just dribble out the clock, man. It's really crazy, bro. Like you shouldn't be dribbling the ball for that long, especially when your teammates are open, bro. And if you get locked up past the ball, man, let somebody else try something else. And so hopefully if this is done right, it removes that whole play style in the game. So I don't know if we're going to see all these dribble mixtape that people used to make. I don't know. I think that's all gone, man. I hope so. I don't like that style of 2K. I mean, we also seen the adrenaline boost. We already seen that, how it works. It's just like a little short boost. So you only got 3 of them, and you can see there's certain type of moves that when you use them, you just get tired. So now you can see when it's depleted, you don't got that like explosiveness. So it looks like they're nerfing dribbling, man. And to be honest, I'm kind of happy about it. I'm not mad about it. I know people are. I know other people are, but like bro, it's not fun to play against that shit every year in 2K, bro. That shit is so boring going against. I kind of covered this last video with more authentic shooting, so I'm not going to go over that again. They're also changing the way shot feedback works. Use shots to help indicate whether you're early high arc, late flat arc, or on time ideal arc. So by paying attention, you can easily tell right away if your release is off. Also, the shot feedback enabled for delaying the timing / coverage overlay and green release animations from coming up until the ball hits the basket. It's a small change, but it really brings back some of the drama that the green light sometimes lack and encourages everyone to play through the possession rather than giving up and getting back on transition early. Okay. To be honest, this is a thing, and to be honest, I think it's more dramatic in 2K when they talk about getting back. So since they're delaying like the green animation, whether it goes in or not, that I'm telling you right now, that will kind of change the game. I think people will still kind of play the same way, but it definitely will kind of change it. So say that somebody shoots a shot and then the shot feedback is right away and this is very early, so you know they're missing. A player who was guarding him will get back right away on offense, run a break and be down in the corner. You throw an outlet pass and it's an easy 3 in transition. I think 2K kind of wants to stray away from that also. So wow, so you really want to know if it's green? I mean, I remember I used to like when you didn't know if it was green or not in 2K. The only way you should know was if your friend said green, and so they kind of want to bring that back, which I actually don't mind. You'll still get your green, it'll just be late. So this is what it looks like. You want to know? You really won't know. There's no shot feedback until after. Alright, this facilitate offense is more of like, I guess, just regular type 2K, not more like the city park stuff. As always, defense remains a huge priority for the gameplay team. We know that offensive upgrades in the world doesn't make for a fun game if there are no counters to stop them. Bro, I've been saying that for years, bro. Like they overpowered the offense with so many moves they add to the game. They don't add more defense to it, bro. Like if you're going to create so many moves that create separation and are fast, you gotta upgrade the defense too. Because some of these moves that put in 2K are actually unguardable, especially if there's a screen in the way. Bro, it's like there's no chance of stopping it. Shot defense received a nice overhaul for NBA 2K23. Up until last year, we used a simple shot defense calculation that looked at 2 specific points: the location of the defender when the shot started and the proximity of the ball at release. It worked well, but it also had shortcomings. If the defender hand or arm moved slightly into a bad position right at the point of our shot selection calculation, you would get a bad coverage score even though it looked like a very good contest. Yeah, I know exactly what they're talking about. Like you would think you would have a good contest because your arm might be in the right position, but like the way 2K shit is just working, it was kind of flawed. This year we've created a system that evaluates the defensive player's contesting hand throughout a window of the shooting motion. The large sample set provides way more accurate results and helps line up a coverage numbers to what players expect based on what they see happening on screen. So I guess we'll see how this plays out when the game comes out, because right now it's just on paper. Alright, on-ball defense. This is where I like it, man. This is where I like it at. This is what I'm trying to hear. For the floor game, on-ball defensive movement and body ups received a major refresh with new content that more accurately depicts today's one-on-one player interactions. You'll also notice a new indicator on ball handler when guarding in position. This is a new defensive shading mechanic. The 3 bars on the indicator represent 3 zones: straight up, shade left, and shade right. The zone the defender is in is shown in red. If the ball handler attempts to attack a red lane, they'll get cut off, lose a dribble, or fumble the ball. Bro, that's like NBA Live kind of. NBA Live had that in 19. This basically sounds like a copy and paste. To be honest, I don't care if it's a copy and paste, because sometimes people do need to copy. Like, to make a game better, you might have to look at your the opposition and see what they're doing just to take from them, man. I don't mind that. People do it in tech all the time, so I'm here for that. Great defenders can anticipate where the ball handler is attacking, and I will be more clearly rewarded for it. The shading system works on both on-ball defenders guarding the perimeter as well as post, and does a good job communicating to both the offense and defense why players resolve what they do. I am a fan of this. This sounds amazing. This is the best defensive overhaul they've done just by doing this right here. I've been saying, I said it in previous videos, that 2K needs to add something like this to cut off defenders. Like, if I'm there before you and I beat you to that spot and you're trying to do it there, bro, like, I got you there. Like, this is about to be great. I'm sorry, this is about to be great. Shot blocking has been refined quite a bit this year as well. NBA 2K22, we made a huge effort to improve block targeting and give players the ability to deter any shot that comes in the paint. For NBA 2K23, blocks have been tuned into a more realistic level, leading to much more predictable outcomes with the right players making appropriate stops when timing their block attempts well. No more small guards pulling off LeBron James level chase down blocks like last year. You'll also notice a distinct improvement in ball security for good dunkers. Damn, Jamar, I don't know if it's gonna affect you or not. My boy JG, I don't know, because you was a good shot blocker as a guard, but I don't know, man. I don't know if you're gonna be the same. In the past, it was always risky trying to pull off tomahawks and back scratches with defenders even remotely nearby. We made some changes to encourage good dunkers to use a greater repertoire of dunk packages. Feel the reward of highlight reel dunks with significant takeover boosts in the right situations without a fear of always getting the ball knocked out on the way up. The shot blocking system also now contains the fly-by box. In closing out late on a perimeter shooter, the flybys will do a better job at trying to get a hand up while preventing defenders from slamming into the shooter and sending him to the line. I mean, this last sentence doesn't sound like a problem in 2K23. Was it? I mean, I wasn't going for blocks. Maybe that's why I really don't know, because my build really wasn't doing that. All right, now this sounds like a big topic. Steals and ball strips. Ball strips are now new and improved this year with tons of new content and better coverage. So if you're a smaller defender, quick hands can be just as effective in slowing down and slash finishers and bigs in the paint, as good as a shot blocker. We've added fail strip contact layups to make sure defenders' steal inputs are respected instead of getting ignored. When the ball does get knocked loose by a blocker steal, you'll see greatly improved sideline awareness during scramble plays. Pickups near the out of bound lines are much more reliable, as are diving ball saves that throw the ball back in play. I've seen some amazing 50-50 ball saves that would make Dennis Rodman and Alex Caruso proud. So I don't know, I gotta see this. They really didn't tell me nothing right here. I just gotta see how that plays out. I don't want it to be OP where people are just spamming, but I do want it where if my hand goes through that ball, I need that steal. Especially when there's ways certain people are lined up. Like if the dribblers line up a certain way and the defenders line up a certain way, like sometimes when I press square I don't get that steal, and like bro, like that should be an easy steal. Badges, builds, and takeovers. One of the first thing everyone does when they pick up a new version of 2K is experiment with building a new My Player. This year the major goals for the player builder were refinement, polish, and balance. You'll still have complete control to build any type of player you want, but the new builder ensures that all builds, regardless of side or specialty, are fun and balanced. All right, this last paragraph right here, this is kind of good. To be honest, this has been a thing in previous 2Ks. I know it was like in like 2K16 or like 17. When you used to buy certain shots or animations on your character, it was across all your characters. But I don't know, they changed it somewhere up in between 18 and 23 where it was like really for your file. But they say it's not going to be file like save anymore. It's going to be your account bound, which is this first sentence right here. So as long as your player meets requirements for like whatever they have, you won't have to buy it again. So that kind of saves us money in VC. They're removing pie charts for current gen, but to be honest, I'm not here to talk about current gen, bro. They're holding the game back. They got a new gen badge system. All right, so this new badge system with this 4 tiers or 3 tiers of it is basically doesn't want to make you overpowered. So you got to get like a certain amount of badges in tier 1, which costs the least amount of points before you can get it to the next tier, which would be tier 2, and then same thing for tier 3. So instead of being like, I guess they want you to just build up your player differently. That's what it really sounds like. They want to encourage players to make tough choices and I guess make different loadouts and stuff like that. That's what it really sounds like, man. I mean, if they want to switch up, I don't mind that. It's always good to switch up the game and make the game better. If it makes the game better, then I have no problem with this. Because along with tiers, they're also adding core badges, which are 4 unique badge slots, 1 in each attribute category that can be filled with badges that don't count towards your badge points. Each badge will have a challenge requirement that once met will allow the badge to be placed into a core badge slot. He also made several changes into the badges themselves, which are highlighted below. Let's see, so for finishing, Slithery, was this a badge name? Wasn't it like, these sound like new badge names. I don't know. Slithery makes it easier to gather through traffic, avoiding collisions and strips. I think Slithery was a badge. I thought it was something else. Masher increases the ability to finish inside layups over defenders. Aerial Wizard, ability to successfully complete alley-oops and putbacks. Bully, like Giannis and LeBron, able to finish strong by bulldozing through traffic. Damn, that sounds like a good badge, no cap. And they removed hook specialist. To be honest, that was a dumb badge. Nobody's doing hook shots. Like, come on, bro. Like, who was doing hook shots in 2K? Yeah, remove that badge. For shooting, they got some more. I know some of these are new. Agent 3, ability to hit difficult 3-point shots off the dribble. I think that was a badge, but I think it had like a different name. Midi Magician, improved ability to knock down mid-range jumpers off the bounce or out of post like MJ. I might be using that. I'm a midi guy, bro. I take mid-range shots, so I might have it on low like bronze or silver, but I definitely will have this badge equipped. Amped reduces the shooting attribute penalties when fatigued and when moving excessively prior to shooting. Amped was just tireless scorer. I guess they just changed the name. Claymore increases the spot up shooter's ability to knock down catch and shoot jumpers the longer they remain stationary prior to shooting. So are they removing, like, are these all the badges though, or are these just more badges? So it sounds like it's catch and shoot, but I don't know. I think there was a badge, it was a badge like this last year. It wasn't called Claymore though. It sounds like it's just a renamed badge. I don't think it was catch and shoot, but I think it was something else. Improved ability to shoot perimeter jumpers when trailing in the game. Oh, that sounds like a cool badge. Comeback keys. That sounds like it might be very situational. I don't think it'll be one of those like main badges. Man down makes an outside shooter even deadlier if opponent fails to get a hand in the face. Ooh, this sounds like it'll be a main badge. Hand down, man down. It sounds like you might want to equip that because I don't think everybody puts their hand up in time. And so even deadlier, I don't know if you get a boost or something like that, or just like, I don't know. We got to see how that one plays out. Space Creator has always been a thing. Formerly a playmaking badge. Oh, and now boosts the ability to hit step back jumpers and hop shots, and also will cause defenders to stumble more often. Oh wow, that's actually kind of cool. That's kind of cool to see in a shooting category now. Limitless range, bro. This is literally an old badge. I mean, it says right here, but they just brought an old badge back. Yeah, we already know what limitless range does, so it's nothing new. They're getting rid of Chef. Oh, I mean, I think Chef is basically what I think it was what Space Creator, like kind of what Space Creator was, or no? Oh, and it was Agent 3. That's what it was. Chef was like Agent 3. Hot Zone Hunter is gone. Wow, this was actually a very effective badge. Lucky number 7. This was a good on like bronze or silver. I used this badge, but I guess that's gone now. Mismatch Expert, move to playmaking. Okay, I guess we'll see what that does. Set Shooter. Yeah, Set Shooter was Claymore. Yeah, Set Shooter was Claymore. Oh, they really moved Sniper. Oh wow, that was an effective badge too. And Limitless Spot Up, which basically just was limitless range. But this is just for 3s now. So for playmaking, we got killer combos, improves the dribble is affecting if the size of the dribble moves. Basically a combination of blast, you use quick change and tight handle. So it's kind of like I guess both combined. Claim Breaker helps all ball handlers win more one-on-one body bump confrontations. The counter to clamps. Okay, all right, that's actually kind of cool. I think like dribblers really might want to use these first two. Vice Grip improves ball security immediately after securing a rebound, catch, or picking up the ball. Great badges for bigs. Yo, I actually like this because I had a big man build, but yo, every time you got a rebound, people spam square. That's all it was. This would be a very useful badge for a big man, yo. I think this is like a must-have for bigs. Mismatch Expert. Okay, formerly shooting badge. This badge now helps smaller guards break down taller defenders when mismatch one-on-one. Ooh, you might see more ankle breaker animations or something. I'm not too sure. Bullet Passer is gone. Downhill is gone. Glue Hands is gone. And Stop and Go is gone. Man, it's crazy. I use Glue Hands a lot. Glue Hands was good. Downhill, I think this is a good big man badge. I think if I'm not mistaken. A Bullet Passer, of course, but I saw that said it's more tied to your passing attributes. So defensive rebounding. Okay, so Anchor, a crucial badge for last line and defense bigs, improves ability to block and contest shots in the paint. So I think Anchor will be probably a must-have for like paint protecting bigs. Box Out Beast helps rebounders win box outs on offensive and defensive rebounding situations. I think this is called Box Out last year, or Box. It was one of those two. Workhorse, the Pat Bad badge that boosts your ability to hustle down 50-50 balls and play hard-nosed defense without getting tired. So this sounds like a mix of something else. Workhorse, it was a badge. I don't know what it was called, but it was a badge like this where you just die for the ball and stuff like that. I can't remember the name now. Love, named after legendary Gary Payton, helps you strip players as they gather for shots and poke the ball free from ball handlers. Ooh, this will be good. Like, give me that. Challenger, improves effectiveness of perimeter shot contest. Okay, so this would be a good badge. Challenger is going to be a must-have too. Remove badge, defensive leader. No one really used that, so yeah, it was kind of a useless badge last year. So they got a team takeover redesign. Takeovers are a special ability that you can equip on your My Player that can activate after building up your takeover meters. Basically like getting hot in real life. While the primary and secondary takeovers remain the same, team takeover has been redesigned. Oh wow. In the last couple of versions, a player would activate team takeover for the entire team and make everybody hot after filling up primary, secondary, and then team takeover meters in sequential order. For NBA 2K23, team takeover works as a cooperative team system with the entire team sharing a single meter. Each player on a team has an equal portion that they're responsible for filling up by performing well on the court and being good teammates. Once each player has filled up a portion of the meter, team takeover automatically fires off for the entire team. The new design makes a lot more sense and does a better job at representing what it means to be hot as a team and take over the game as a unit. I have no problem with it. It actually sounds good. Instead of one player just getting it, everybody got to do their job as a team. So don't just ball hawk, either get your team involved, man. I think this is better for the game, getting your teammates more involved so y'all can get that team takeover. That actually sounds, I like that. I actually like that better than the current system. So yeah, that's a cool redesign. They're saying improving AI. They say that every year though, so we'll see. First thing we want to address is this year how the offensive AI uses dribble moves arsenal to attack. They said they want to make the AI more aggressive and setting up its moves. Okay, so they're making the AI kind of more smart on offense, how to break you down better. That's what this kind of sums up right here. So I guess you'll see the AI getting more shifty with it, man. That's what it sounds like. And they're making the AI more aggressive, so they'll attack at the earliest opening. That's what they're doing. That's how they say they're going to make them smarter. But it says the AI is going to adjust. I mean, they say something about the AI every year that they're going to make them smarter. Like I say, we'll see that, because every time they say that, they still seem dumb. The only thing AI is good at is on if they're on Hall of Fame or something like that, or they're high overall, they be locking the fuck up. They also say they're going to make their AI counter their real life counterparts. Oh, so what will this do in like the Pro-Am park setting? game in like rec. I wonder if it'll just be better. Will the AIs actually be better? Like, will they make their open shots? Will they not be badly timed like shots like we always see? Let's see, they say they're gonna do better on pick and roll. I guess dribbling they're gonna be better at. I guess they'll be better at adjusting, but we'll see this stuff, man. It's the AI, we gotta remember that. This looks like more 5v5 like defensive settings and stuff like that they're trying to change. And for your AIs on your team, if you're like, this is for 5v5 basketball, that has nothing to do with like pro-am and stuff. And that's pretty much it on what 2K was delivering to us in this report that they made. To be honest, it all sounds good, but talk is cheap, so I need to see this. It sounds good on paper, but I need to see it in person. 2K23 drops September 9th, so you know I will be getting it. I hope this is another good 2K, man. I thought 2K22 was good. I hope 23 is good because I wasn't a fan of 20 or 21. So if we can get 2 good 2Ks in a row, I'll be happy. Like, the changes sound nice, so I'm actually kind of excited for it, but I don't want to get myself too excited because I don't want to be disappointed if the game doesn't play how it said it was going to. But if you haven't already, make sure you comment, like, and subscribe, man. Make sure you turn on the notification bell because YouTube always does it recommend when I upload. You can follow me on Instagram, on Twitter, because I do be on there also. Also got a podcast with me and my boys, so if y'all interested in podcasts, y'all can check me out. All the links are in the description. But until next time, it's your boy NK Rudy, signing off.
Ain't no back up if a nigga act up, then he getting clapped up, yeah. Tell your bitch to back up, she just wanna chill, she just wanna split my pack up, yeah.